I did a study of a book, the word consecrate, a few years ago, and I found that in the Old Testament there's a term for consecrate that means to fill up the open hands. Two Hebrew words, open hand, not a closed hand, and fill up. And the imagery's this: a priest would be standing beside the altar with open hands, waiting for you to bring your sacrifice or offering to consecrate it to the Lord. As long as it's in your hands, it's yours. But when you fill up the open hands of the priest, when you place it into his hands, it's consecrated to God, and it belongs to him. All of it belongs to him, and it becomes holy because he is holy. Well, Paul said in Romans 12:1, I beg you in light of all of God's mercies to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to the Lord. And by the way, this is a reasonable expectation of worship. Well, I want to share this with you. Your pastor was telling me that he preaches about the fact that you ought to put your yes on the altar. Any of you heard him say something like that? Well, here's an example from the Middle Ages. The idea of fill up the open hands caused me to think about this, so I did a little research. It's called an homage ceremony. In the homage ceremony, a king would bring his vassals, his subjects, his serfs, his knights before him, and they would pledge their loyalty and obedience to their king. And the king would sit on his throne with open hands, and the subject would come and get on both knees and put his palms together and place both of his hands inside the hands of his king, and he would say these words, I'm your man. It was a very simple pledge of loyalty, but that pledge meant I belong to you, I'm yours, and whatever you need from me, I'll obey you. If I have to go to fight for you, I'll fight for you. If you need somebody to die for you, I'm your man, give me a call. Well, Christians who had to participate in this homage ceremony got to thinking, wait a minute, we got a king in heaven who deserves our loyalty and obedience far more than this earthly king. And so they developed a new posture for prayer. Do you recognize it? Getting on both knees, palms together, head bowed. That posture for prayer doesn't come from Bible days. That comes from the Middle Ages ceremony, and here's what would happen. The Christians realized, though I have had to pledge my loyalty to my king, every day when I enter the very throne room of heaven in prayer, King Jesus is there seated on his throne, and he's holding out to me nail-scarred hands, and he's saying, Claude, today I want your life, but not part of it. I want all of it. And they would pray probably something like this, King Jesus, today, I'm your man, I'm your woman. My time is yours, my possessions are yours, my family's yours, my career, my plans, my future, my health, my reputation, my very life. It's yours. Command me. I'll obey you. Is your all on the altar of sacrifice laid? Have you given the Lord your yes? Lord, whatever you ask today, I'll obey you.